This is Anali and I am back with the new tutorial. This tutorial we will be discussing a problem regarding the work energy theorem. So guys, before that, if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, do subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon to get the notification about the newly uploaded videos. So the problem mentioned here is related to the spring. So let us understand the concept first before solving this problem. So let us assume that there is a spring with one end connected to the rigid support and another end is free, and let us consider this to be an initial position, that is xi. Now when a load is applied and it is stretched such that its length increases to xf. Okay, so the length, so the initial length of the spring is xi and the final length comes out to be xf. So the displacement is xf minus xi. So the work done can be given as work done is nothing but half into kxf square minus xi square, or in short it can be also given as p by 2 into x, where p is nothing but the load and the value of p can be given as k into x, where x is nothing but, for this position it is xi, and the x is equals to xi for this position and x is equals to xf for this position, and in short this is nothing but the average of the load applied. Okay, so we need to calculate the load at this position and the load at this position, and then we need to take average, and x is nothing but the difference between these two. Okay, so this concept which we will be using for solving such kind of the problem. So the problem consists of the spring having the stiffness. So stiffness is K, that is given as 20 kilonewton per meter, and is stretched through 20 mm from its original unstretched length, and the load being gradually applied. We need to work done in stretching the spring through 20 mm. So work done in stretching the spring through 20 mm from its original length, okay, can be given as p by 2 into x. Let us take the initial length as 0 and the final length increases by 20 mm, so xf is 20. So the value of x comes out to be 20 only, that is 20 minus 0, that is 20, and the load, that is the value of the load at x is equals to 0 and the load at x is equals to 20. So the value of load at x is equals to 20 can be given as k into x, and the value of k is known, that is 20 into 10 raised to 3, and the value of x is 20 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter. So the value of load at x is equals to 20 comes out to be 400 Newton. Okay, here also 10 raised to minus 3. If we need to calculate the work in the joule, so the value of P is 400 divided by 2. So the value of W comes out to be 4 joule. So the work done in stretching the spring through 20 mm is 4 joule. Now the load required to stretch it an additional of 15 mm can be calculated as load required to stretch an additional 15 mm. So it can be calculated as P is equals to K into X, where X is 15 mm only, that is total displacement, that is 15 mm. So that is 20 into 10 raised to 3 into 15 into 10 raised to minus 3. So the value of load comes out to be 300 Newton. Okay, now before calculating the total work done on the spring, let us calculate the work done in stretching it for last 10 mm. So for last 10 mm, that is initially the spring was stretched by 20 mm and afterwards it was stretched by 15 mm. So for last 10 mm, that is from 25 mm to 30 mm. So for last 10 mm, that is from xi is 25 mm and xf is 35 mm. Okay, so the load at 25, x is equals to 25 can be given as k into x. So the value of k is known, that is 20 into 10 raised to 3. X is 25 into 10 raised to minus 3. So the value of load at x is equals to 25 comes out to be 500 Newton. Similarly, for P at x is equals to 35 comes out to be k into x, that is nothing but 20 into 10 raised to 3 into 35 into 10 raised to minus 3. So the value of load at x is equals to 35 comes out to be 700 Newton. So the work done for stretching the spring for the last 10 mm can be given as W, that is nothing but P by 2 into x, and P is nothing but summation of this two, that is 700 plus 500, that is 1200, divided by 2 into x, that is the displacement, that is 35 minus 25, so it is nothing but 10 into 10 raised to minus 3. So the work done can be calculated as 6 joule. Okay, now we need to calculate the total work done on the spring. We have calculated the work done for the first 20 mm. So we need to calculate the work done for the further 15 mm. So from 20 mm to so we need to calculate the work done from 20 mm to 35 mm. So work done from 20 to 35 mm that we need to calculate. That can be nothing but P by 2 into x, and x is nothing but 35 minus 20, that is 15 into 10 raised to minus 3. So P is nothing but the summation of the load at x is equals to 20 and x is equals to 35. So P at x is equals to 35 is known, that is 700 Newton. So P at x is equals to 20 can be calculated as k into x. The value of k is known, that is 20 into 10 raised to 3 into x, that is known as 20 into 10 raised to minus 3. So the value of P at x is equals to 20 comes out to be 400 Newton. So by placing the values, we will be getting the work done for stretching the spring from 20 to 35 mm as 400 plus 700, that is 1100, divided by 2 into 15 into 10 raised to minus 3. Okay, so the work done comes out to, so the value of W 20 to 35 comes out to be 8.25 joule. So the total work done on the spring can be given by, so the total work done is nothing but work done from 0 to 20 plus work done from 20 to 35. Okay, that is nothing but 4 plus 8.5, so it is nothing but 12.5 joule. So the total work done on the spring is 12.5 joule. So the work done is stretching the spring through 20 mm is 4 joule. The load that is required to stretch it is an additional 15 mm, that is 300 Newton. The total work done on the spring, that is 12.5 joule, and the work done is stretching it for last 10 mm, that is 6 joule. So guys, that's all from my side. If you have any doubt, do comment in the comment section, and thank you guys for watching this video.